Hello everyone, Waldo Richards here. For some time now there hasn't been any new videos uploaded and, well, my apologies for that and the ridiculous delay between the last video and this one. Luckily, I don't have any bad news regarding this issue. To keep the long story short, I was just starting to feel a little burned out when it comes to editing. And editing specifically, I should say. So I figured I'll just take a little break before I really burn out and then it becomes an issue. Well, so was the idea at first, but well, that break extended itself involuntarily to a ridiculous length, as we can see right now. And I didn't really do anything about it. I just kinda didn't notice it. That's it. That's not to say that I haven't really been doing anything this entire time, that I haven't been editing a whole lot. We've been recording a whole bunch of playthroughs as of late. Mostly with my friend Tash, who you'll remember from playthroughs like Boogerman, Columns 3 and East 1. I also worked a little bit on some solo playthroughs. Elemental Master was a recent one, and I'm also working on Battle for Middle-earth 1 Evil campaign. Yeah, still working on it. I got most of the technical problems out of the way, if not all of them. The only one that really concerns me now is the new microphone, which is what I'm using right now. I hope it doesn't sound too terrible. The idea behind this one is that it's a lav mic. You just clip it on your shirt and that's it. I wanted something like this so that I would have all of this space available on my already cramped desk, so I wouldn't have to worry about how to set up my normally used microphone. But yeah, the Evil campaign is still in recording phase, but I reckon a couple more sessions and we're done. We can start editing. Since I'll be skipping out most of the side missions, they're not that interesting. If they are interesting and I just don't remember, well, that's not a problem. We'll just edit this stuff. So for the time being we have stuff recorded, and quite a bit of stuff actually. We have East 2, 3 and Origin recorded entirely. Yes, even Origin, all 3 playthroughs of that beefy thing. We got some newer games as well, like Time Spinner, the Dev's Gambit, and a little bit of Overcooked 2, but I want to record a bit more of that before we can start editing. I feel like we're lacking a bit of footage. Also, I've been picking up a bit of extra footage for Scavenger SV4, but I also still need more footage for that before I can start editing and releasing new episodes for it. And we also got a few projects ongoing right now, like Drakensang, for example, and Arcanum. Arcanum was started just earlier this week actually, and we already got about 5 hours worth of footage. We're doing pretty good so far. And in terms of future projects, well, we still gotta check out Turok 2 Remastered. I've been wanting to try it out for quite some time, but, well, for the channel at least. I already played through it and I've beaten it. It's a good game, but I want to do it for the channel as well, for a specific challenge run actually, which I think we kind of need to, considering that the original playthrough was not very fairly done. It was all about using cheats. This time I want to do it without cheats, on the hardest difficulty no less. I also would like to check out the GTA series, well, up until San Andreas at least. From there on, I don't know, maybe I'll consider 4 and 5, but I'm not too keen on that just yet. we'll see how it works out. Then of course I need to pick up on Earth 2150 Lost Souls. That's a thing that's been delayed for too long, I think. Mostly for decent enough reasons. I kinda hate the story in that game. But other than that, it's a good game, so yeah, I'll try it out. I'll try to beat it. I can't promise much. The Fire Department trilogy is also on my mind, but it's mostly just because it's kind of a stupid fun kind of a trilogy of games. Usually weird things happen and I feel it could be interesting, so I wanna see what comes out of it. And I also wanna pick up on old school mobile games again. I've only done 3 games so far on that particular console, let's say, and it's only been the Darkest Fear trilogy, so it doesn't really count. It's like only one game but 3 different sections. So I need to pick up more on that. I think this bit has been neglected for too long. Now if your main interest in what I do on the channel is Sega Genesis games, I still have a few on my mind that I would like to play through, but other than that I'm kind of out of ideas. I either need to do more research or wait for suggestions, which by the way I'm all open for, so if you got any, send them to me. I'll definitely check them out. But the few games I have on my mind is Starflight, Landstalker, and of course The Shining Force. But if you know either one or all of these games, well, you'll know that these are not short games and not particularly easy to record either, with maybe the exception of Landstalker, but I only have like 10 minutes of experience with that game. And I don't really like getting into games blind, you know. Maybe just this one time, I don't know. The only reason I stopped playing it is because at the time I had the Xbox 360 controller, and playing with that thing's D-pad is a nightmare. The control is just awful. It cramps my thumbs within seconds. But yeah, well, I suppose there's still some Sonic games that I could pick up on. Only have done like 3 in total, and one of them is a modern-ish kind of a game. Not sure if that counts as a Sega Genesis playthrough. And I don't know, that's really it. I can't really think of anything else that I would have to check out, besides maybe some crap games. But I don't know if I really want to get into that. I've already had a fair share of that. There's also some redos I could do, but that's usually something I do as the last thing on my list. But that's really about it. Nothing special has been happening, it's just I've been more focusing on work and just relaxing. And now I feel that I've relaxed well enough, so I'll be picking up on editing a little bit more seriously now. How that works out, we'll see in the near future. I hope to have something released for the next week, but next week is only a couple of days away, so we'll see how that works out. It's a bit of a tall order for one person, but hey, it's not the first time I do things like this, so we'll see how it works out. Other than that, I don't know. Personal life is fine, nothing to complain about. Got paid, so I'm all set to spend absurd amounts of money on games and food. Work is, well, you know, it's wonderful. Every time I come back from a break, if something's broken at work. And it's always the dumbest shit that breaks. Like yesterday the lift broke in the hotel, and Also, the computers broke, so we couldn't do any work. And I don't know. Just yesterday I finished sectioning off East 2's raw footage into parts, which doesn't really mean much. It's just I looked through the footage, I cut it up into parts of about 30 minutes long, just like the first game, and now I need to trim out the bullshit that nobody wants to see and then add the shit jokes, and after that it's good to go. And that's about it. I don't know. There really hasn't been anything strange or unusual happening. It's just I took a break. That's all. Sorry that I haven't really said anything about it. It's just I needed a little break, so I took it. And then I took another one right afterwards. But yeah, sorry that it's taken so long to produce any kind of videos for so damn long. But now I just need to sit down, do some good editing, get back into my old habits, and I think that'll be that. I think that'll sort out all the problems. We'll see how it works out. But yeah, if you have any suggestions for games, please write them in the comments and I'll see what I can do. I'll see how soon I can get to them as well. Shouldn't be an issue, because if it's something I can do solo, that'll definitely be easier to edit. But if it's something that I would rather do with a group or with at least one other person, that may take a few extra weeks. We'll see. It really depends on what kind of game we're dealing with. So yeah, I'll just get back to work now, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching.